Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got three. Three down.
93.
Throwing now is Carr. And the pass complete to Ryan Grant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Express.
Come to me. It's me.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You're mine.
59. 59.
Well, Sambo.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Open man is Galladay, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Express.
To throw, it's Carr. We'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. 180. Express. You got to get moving, man. Man, moving. You got to get that. Heavy. What's up?
Carr now to throw. James has got it. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Hey, got tight left, tight left. 3 down. Hey, check.
1, later 1.
Mike 40. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's coming. Double up.
Comes up.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Brought in over the middle by Grant. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And it's a clinic that we're seeing put on here so far. 6 for 6 first drive of the game for him passing.
You know I'm a defensive guy, and while I'm admiring the heck out of what they're doing, throwing the ball around, all I keep thinking is this is where the quarterback has to go down. You've got to ruffle his timing, change things up, get some more pressure on him, because right now he's way too comfortable in throwing the ball downfield.
The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
694.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really frequent combination. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
637.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, Will, Mike 40. Focus, defense.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's able to find Wallace. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 16. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On the draw, Richard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Right there. Down. Blue 80.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Exit. Exit.
From the gun, Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
185.
Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Check.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
50 seconds to Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Jackson going to throw again. Got a man. It's Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Jackson. This pass complete to Higgins. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things will go
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, 7:34. Check back 4. Here we go.
Here's Carr. Now he's forced out right. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Carr now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Express. Mike 40,
Carr gives to Richard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr, and he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Carr. He'll get this one to Galladay. A second nice move. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Hey, we're good. Ready? Express.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Check. Crunch. Hey, 734. Kill. Check. 59.
Hey, box truck.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. Let's go.
Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Mike Sport. Hey, we heavy on the edge. Hey, orbit. Where's Mike? 9.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Danny Amendola. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
He won't be ready. He won't be ready.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Open man is Higgins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the 12-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
We want it. Come to my
Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
29. 29.
Throwing again. Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Check, he's coming.
Let's go, D.
Hey, we're going Mike 40.
Carr now on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Carr. Amendola's got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Carr to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenny Galladay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never...
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, If you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. On 2nd and 2, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the... That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the 17, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
White Monday down. 93. 93.
Throwing again. Carr. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it. leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Take 4, take 4.
Carr now to throw, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 9, check 9. Go,
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56. It's a party now.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. It's caught by Aguilar. And down inside the 15 he goes. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back their own.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson now. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker now to add the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, the pass complete to Ryan Grant. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On first down, Richard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
You're mine.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got Amendola on the connection. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Amendola with a catch. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Richard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. To throw, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And it's 3rd down.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Jackson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Flush to his right. 20! And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 43 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now on 2nd and 16. Carr throwing the out route and complete. That's Grant. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, it really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Ingram again. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Aguilar has it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Second and 5 now. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kimdichie, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check safety, check safety. Check 59.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies. Richard lost him.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Judon coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And got his man complete. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Jacobs. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Carr to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Now Carr. Got a man, it's Amendola. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Danny Amendola, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Important extra point up and through. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down again. Cleveland Farrell able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taylor now returning it. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Oakland, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.